Pendulum go brrr! It's Zefras, people. Hello everyone, thank you for turning into Team Forbidden's YouTube page. It is I, Seto Summon the Fanatic, back with one of the only 2 Pendulum decks that I play, which has not seen any support in a long while, but Eric basically told me he thought this was one of the best decks that I've ever built, wondered why I ever took it apart. Let's get into it. The rebirth of Zefras. So of course, first thing with Zefras, you gotta run 3 Zefra, because this is your main play starter. If you're running it pure, which this version is pure, 3 Zefra, basically you adjust its scale. The second effect never really comes up. Then we also run 3 of Zefra New. So you go to the Yang Zing. Bring Danglong back, he did nothing wrong. Yeah, there's my obligatory Danglong thing there. But Zefra New, just when it's pendulum summoned or when it's destroyed, you just search any of your combo pieces. 3 Zefraxi as well. This card makes any other Zefra monster that you control a tuner, and basically a lot of your combos go into him. Threes, the last 3 of that we run is 3 Satellar Knight Zefra Thubin. And he basically just, he's a nice big booty, scale 1, and he pops face-up cards. That's pretty much self-explanatory. For the 1-ofs in the Zefra engine, we have 1 Zefra Saitan. He's a nice little 19 body, pops face-down cards, good little high scale. This guy is literally just here so you can go into level 8s. And Zefra Windy is here to get stuff back from the extra deck. That's it for the Zefras. For random other monsters, we got this guy. You guys are probably wondering, why the hell is this guy here? I'll tell you why. This guy is literally here just to make True King of all Calamities and lock your opponent out of a turn. Seriously, why is that card still legal? 3 Planet Pathfinder in order to get into your Oracle of Zefra, because you need the field spell. The field spell just starts all your plays. 2 Ash, 2 Valor, and then if you get Ash at any point during your combo, your turn just ends, so full gamut package. So yeah, that is a lot of monsters there. To search your entire deck, we have 3 Zefra Providence, which searches any Zefra card, and you can just banish it to prevent the destruction of any of your Zefra cards at any point. 3 Oracle of Zefra, this is your field spell, and this is where all your combos come into play, what with Xyz summoning with Zefra monsters, or Synchro summoning with Zefra monsters, basically stacking your deck to draw you any card you want. This is how you make VFD. We'll go into a quick combo a little bit later. 1 Terraforming to search out the 3 Oracles, so that way you have essentially 7 copies of Oracle of Zefra. 1 Call by the Grave, because why the fuck is this card at 1? It does not deserve to be at 1. Don't tell me that it's just there to promote little triple tactics talent. It doesn't deserve that. This card should be at 3, always. Never limit this card again, Konami. Put it back in December, please. And we finally have 5 traps, 2 Divine Strike, negate anything by banishing a Zefra, negate anything and destroy a Yang Zing card, and 2 other interruptions which can be activated from your hand if you control 2 Zefra monsters in your scales, which, let's be honest, you always will. Alright, next up, into the extra deck. We have 1 Stardust Charge Warrior to stack your deck for rank 6s and stuff. 1 FA Dog Dragster, because it's your best defensive level 7. 1 Cyrus Quantum Dragon, because this card is highly underrated in my opinion. 1 Borreload Savage Dragon, this card should probably be banned. 1 Ignis Your Prominence, it's a pendulum deck. I don't think I really have to explain this one. And 1 Omega, because it's one of the best level 8s in the game. 1 Crop Dragon, because this is how you make your VFD or True King. And 1 Xiaofeng, make this, watch Subterra cry, because they can't play the game. For Xyz monsters, we got the 1 True King of all Calamities, which I'll explain to you how you make it in the combo here. And 1 Ptolemy M7, because it's a Constellar. I miss Constellars. It's good stuff. For Link monsters, we've got 1 Selene, Queen of the Master Magicians. You can just bring back an Effect Veiler, and you're always going to have like 3 spell cards. So if you have Effect Veiler in the graveyard, you could just bring it back and then go to stuff from there. 1 Draco Masters of Zenyi, because if you have the Cypher monster in the graveyard, you can pop a card. And then you have 3 zones for your pendulums. 1 Christian Healthy Fibers. This card should probably be banned. Basically, just get out any of your tuners from the deck and go into this. You get this card basically tutors you into your Link 3s. So you go this plus any tuner into this, or this plus Effect Veiler into this. 1 Cypher Lord Lambda, because it's Lambda, and 1 $70 boy, because you can make it easy. You just go Celine into this and just kill your opponent. Into the side deck, 3 Oh My God, a Giant Rock for any combo deck. 3 Artifact Lancia to say, hey, evenly matched. Not here. Go away. 2 Ghost Ogre, because some decks just died to Ghost Ogre. I didn't think this was good enough in the main deck, but this can stop a lot of decks if they rely very heavily on special summoning from the graveyard or any other place except the extra deck or the hand. So I figured, why not? It's a good little floodgate. You only need the 1 because you can always search it. 3 Cosmic Cyclones, because it's Cosmic Cyclone. You don't want your opponent's spells and traps to hit the grave in this one. And 3 Dark Ruler No More, because you don't want to discard stuff. That's why it's this instead of, the new card, Droplets. And 1 Oh My God, a Giant Rock token. So yeah, that's Zefra. That's my first of 2 Pendulum decks. The other one, possibly getting support in the near future. Metalfoes Profile coming up if that deck actually does wind up getting support. But Zefras, it's a nice, fun, usually really consistent deck as long as you don't brick with all the friggin' hand traps. But guys, that's it. Let's go into a little quick combo tutorial so that way you guys know what I'm talking about. Alright, so this first combo, you just need access to Zefra, so you can do Oracle or Providence and any low scale. So either of these 2. So the first thing that you do is if you have, you're usually always going to have access to Oracle, so you can activate Oracle, search Zefra or whatever low scale you have. If you have the Providence, you can use that to search as well. So let's say Providence into Oracle, get Zefra, set and scale, set. Use Zefra's effect in the scale to put Zefra on top of your extra deck. And then you Pendulum Summon. Put Zefra in the extra monster zone. With Zefra's effect, you will then search 9 Pillars of the Yang Zing, which you will then proceed to set. During your opponent's turn, they try to do anything. Get 9 Pillars, pop the Zefra. Zefra will get War, and congratulations, you have a negate and an interruption. The next tactic is going to resolve a similar scenario, but let's say this particular scenario, you will get a VFD and an Omni-Negate, plus protection. So you need the field spell and Zefra, and again, any low scale will do. So you go Zefra, Oracle Zefra, search Zefra. Oh, you need the Zefraxi in your hand as well for this. So activate Oracle, search Zefra, whichever piece you're missing. Zefra, Zefrathubin, put on top of the extra deck. Pendulum Summon these 2. Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, so that way they can't ash you. So you turn this into a tuner. So you have a level 6 tuner and a level 6 non-tuner, and then you can search for Zefra Providence. Activate Providence, search for Divine Strike, Synchro Summon. This is the tuner, this is the non-tuner. So this goes on top of your extra deck, this goes on the bottom of your deck. And then you make Croc Dragon in the extra monster zone, specifically in the extra monster zone. Then you chain Croc Dragon, and since the Zefra monster was used as material, you can take any monster you want and place it on top of your deck, which is where you can either place any hand trap or Gizmek Kaku. So you put Gizmek Kaku on top of your deck, and then you draw with Croc Dragon. Look, you have a monster in the extra monster zone, Kaku, VFD, and if they try to do anything for you, you have a live Divine Strike right there. But the next one, we're going to showcase basically the same kind of combo with Stardust Charge Warrior, which again, you need a low scale and Zefrath. For this one, you need either the Zefraxi or any tuner that you can normal summon. any tuner, or you could just pendulum summon a Zefra Windy as well, depending on what all you have in your extra deck. So, obviously, Oracle Zefra, get your search for whichever combo piece you're missing. Providence can also be used in this scenario as well. So what you do is this goes to the extra deck, and then you can pendulum summon. Same sort of thing. You can turn that into a tuner, etc. Then you would search the Providence again with the Zefra Neo. Providence will get the counter trap. Actually, no, Providence would get you War in this scenario because you want to have an interruption. So then you can normal summon the Ash Blossom, synchro these two to make Charge Warrior. Charge Warrior would then put any other hand trap you want on top of your deck, like Effect Veiler perhaps. And then you draw it with the effective Oracle. Next, now you have 2 level 6s. This is where you make Ptolemy M7. Then you can use Ptolemy M7 effect to pitch and get the Ash Blossom back to your hand. Congratulations, you now have an interruption and 2 hand traps as well as a 27 body on board. So yeah, that's Zefras, one of the most consistent decks I've ever built when you don't draw into the whole Gamma package. But anyways, guys, tell me what you think about pendulums, if you think Electromite should come back, if the Metal Foes are coming back out. Like, comment, subscribe, wear your mask, stay safe outside, don't be stupid, and we'll catch you guys later.